Here we are. Awesome. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to Dance Activation with Gia Lady. I am so excited to be uh, playing with you throughout the day today. And we are going to let our fabric float us into this delicious state of water. Yeah, so our bodies are mostly water. I know that you know this, and we can tap into it with our movement and allow for ourselves to be more fluid. And so, the goal of this movement activation today is to reset your neurological system by playing with whatever fabric you have and getting us into a little more of a watery flow state. Okay, so I've chosen obviously some of my favorite silk veils, right? These are these weighted silk veils that I just love making and love sharing because it allows for me to get out of my head and into my body in a different way. And so if you have a silk veil, I know a lot of you who follow me have also invested in yourselves in having a silk veil. Grab that. We're going to be dancing with that today. If you don't, snag yourself a pillowcase, a floaty shawl, a scarf, whatever you've got. It doesn't matter. Anything that can catch a little bit of air, maybe a bed sheet. Those are fun to play with. I've definitely played with some of those, or like a gauzy curtain or something. And so we're going to be able to flow with that. So let's get started. I have Sunny here who says that she's excited to flow this gauzy curtain that you've had laying around. And yes. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so I'm gonna get this music set, and sorry, YouTube, you are kind of floating around over here. Um, just making sure that we have all of this together. Okay, so if you're watching me on Facebook, go to my YouTube or my Patreon because that's where you actually hear the music. I'm streaming it through an earbud for better sound quality. So you can follow along, but better music will be on the YouTube. Okay? Great. And also a better video. All right. So let's get started. Take a deep breath in, inhale, and exhale out, getting yourself set and ready for the flow, ready for the movement. Inhaling deep and exhaling out, letting everything flow away. Any stress or tension that you've got, inhaling deep, take the arms out. Drape your fabric on you wherever it is. Good. Now start to hip, hip. Take the arms down. Then we go shoulder, shoulder. Do it again. Out. Bend the knees, lift it up. And hip, hip. Take the hands down, out. And we go shoulder. One more time. And let yourself imagine all of your cells floating in water. Good. Take it up, out, shoulder, shoulder. Take that right arm out, lift it up. Short stretch over, roll it forward, scoop the belly in, and lift up. Breathe. Other side. Drop the shoulders away from the head. Take it forward and let yourself find the flow of this fabric. Fabric likes to slip and slide a little bit of everywhere. Shoulder. And so as we learn to flow, right, we allow for ourselves to really have this beautiful adaptation, you'll say. An adaptation. Okay. And so, as I'm here, I also noticed that maybe there's a desktop audio. Got it. Okay. Live mixing. We always have to flow with ease and grace no matter what happens. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees deeply and roll it up. 1, 2, 3. Roll your head one direction. And again, keep it rolling. Drop those shoulders away. And last time, 3. Both arms out. Out, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees just a little. Stretch through the hamstrings. Let the head fully relax. Disengage. Bend the knees. Roll it up. And that goes 3 times in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3. Maybe take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Roll the shoulder big. 1. And I want you to find this elongation in the spine. Moving and letting the whole body move as if it was underwater. Good. Reverse that shoulder. Big shoulder extension. So you feel it from the back of the shoulder all the way down to the hip. Rolling, using your spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, shift to the other side. Plant the feet down. Lift the torso long. Finding more space in the vertebrae with every single motion. Roll. Roll. 1 more. Reverse. 4 more. Reverse. Rather. Good. Take both arms out. Stretch. Good. Roll through the wrists. Roll. Take the hips out. Right. Lift up through the center channel. Arm up. Roll the wrist. Good. Hip front and back. Stretching out through the side, through this booty, lifting up in the lower belly. Good. Lift up. Find center. Squeeze the legs together. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale. Exhale. Shoot the energy down and up. Other side. Hip. Left. Ooh, find the openness in that hip. Shoot the left arm up. Roll the wrist. Roll, finding this connection between the pelvic floor, the lower belly as you stretch. Now, walk that hip a little forward. Keep it out so you stretch through all of those muscles in the hip. All those muscles that connect the booty to the spine, to the legs. Good. Lift it up. Take your fabric forward and take both arms onto the fabric, holding wide. Drop the shoulders down, lift the arms up, and root the shoulder blades onto the spine. Shoulder blades, instead of popping forward, I want you to find those bottom parts of the shoulder blade down. This gives you more space in the neck, right? And a wider openness in the shoulders. Now, while you do this, don't let the lower ribs pop out. Pull them into alignment by using and activating your abdominal wall. Reach it out to the side. Good, lift it up. Reach out to the other side. Lift it up. Finding this elongation. Go taller, drop, find that shoulder. Once more. Inhale, over. Finding this fluidity in the spine. And over. Finding fluidity. Drop those shoulders. We go circle forward, around, lift. Maybe you even want to open your fingers while holding on to your fabric. Good, around, and once more. Good, reverse the other way. Drop those shoulders back down and allow for your ribs to be supported by your abdominals. One more time, drop those shoulders, get tall. Let that silk or the fabric dangle off one arm, and we're going to bend into our legs. Bending down, lifting up. Press the feet into the floor so it's active. Lifting up, Take the arms out if you want a little bit of an extra arm, and bend down and lift up. Good. Bend down, down, lift up, open up through the toes. Bend down, down, lift up again, down, down, up. Turn the toes in, same thing. Bend down, down, lift up. Okay, hip circles, knees bent, knees very bent. Move these hip circles and imagine that you are a whirlpool of water. Feel the weight change in the toes. Feel the hips move around and reverse. Around. Beautiful. Letting yourself find this separation between mind and worry, and letting yourself be here now. Circling the hips, warming up the knees and the hip joints, and at the same time lifting that spine up. Don't compress, but lengthen. Inhale. Good. Turn both toes over to the right. Stretch out through that back heel. I want you to bend the back knee and bend the front knee. Okay? Bend the back knee, lifting up, and the front knee. Now add the arms. We go back, push, front, elongating through your elbows, and let your shoulders open. Take a deep breath in, lift that back leg, balance moment, curl it under, point it forward, take it around, and stop. Other side, lift it up from the belly, through the ribs, through the head, shoulders relaxed. We go bend the back leg, bend the front leg. Stretching through that calf, through the different muscles in the bottom of the leg. Add the arms. Your weight goes back, your arms go back. Push them as if through water. And just let them be so delicious. And forward. Let your fabric flow with you as this becomes a part of you. Good. Balance. Press it forward. Lift up from the pubic bone up to the top of the body. Find this balance. Bring it forward. Bring it forward. Activating through those legs. And take it around. Good. Out and down. Now we go side. Side. I want you to just waft the body side to side as if you are being blown or drifted in a current. Inhale and exhale. Good. Coming back, we go under and forward. Body rolls. Now take your fabric, and while you do these, open your fabric up. Okay, and just let it move with this body movement. Take 1 foot forward, back. So we can rock forward and back a little more and catch a little more air underneath that fabric. Switch sides, around, other foot forward, ready, pubic bone starts the movement, under, forward. Really open between those shoulder blades and use your abdominal wall. Use your whole core in a smooth way. Good. Coming forward, up. Hold the fabric, up. Take a deep breath in and allow for yourself to move behind this figure 8 with the hips, bent knees, or maybe circles. And just notice what the fabric does in front of you. If you have a short one, or a big one, or a scarf, just let yourself zone into what the fabric is doing. Practicing mindfulness, being here now. No controlling what the fabric does. Just observe. Ready? Inhale. Take the arms up, lift, and drop, drop, drop. Take the left arm around and back, hold. Now, with your extrasensory abilities, drop your shoulders and do that same motion, this figure 8 with the whole body. And just feel whatever fabric you have draping on your arms or your hands, maybe fringe swinging around. Just let yourself find this simplicity in moving and wafting. This class is about water, but it's also about air. Air is fluid as well. Take your arms down and hook this over your shoulders. Take your arms up and under so it's kind of like a shawl. Okay, same thing. Take the arms out and we waft. If you have a shorter piece of fabric, just make it work, right? This is all about improvisation and intuition. Take the feet and start to move. Keep this wafting movement going while you go forward and back. Good. Okay, hold on. Sort of moving as you move. Make it this camera. Good. And back. Good. Letting this waft side to side. Moving. Good. Now coming up. I ask you to take your hands to your heart. Okay? And I want you to feel your heart beating. Notice if you can feel the music's rhythm and the beating of your very heart. This heart, this blood in your heart is the same as, it's different, but it's the same as all the other hearts of all the other humans on this planet. The liquid blood is our water. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Feeling this connection between yourself and all other living things as we dance. Take your left arm down. Right arm lifts out. And I want you to drop it off your shoulder so it's only draped over one arm. Adjust if necessary. Take the left arm across and twist the spine. Pick up the back foot. Step. Twist. Pick up the back foot. Step. Twist. Pick up the back foot. Step. Okay, this can be straight, it can be bent, you can curl your arms in. I want you to feel as if you're swooshing yourself through water, opening up through the shoulders, and one more time, coming back to center, inhale, exhale, down, down, down. Switch arms, thread the right arm underneath the fabric and switch over. Take your left shoulder out and swoosh it over. Ready? Other side. Swoosh it over. Cross. Make sure you breathe out. Can you get taller? And can you let yourself maybe move the shoulders if the shoulders feel stiff? Make this movement your own. Make this twist. Express. Okay, take it back to the center. And here. Okay, drop it down, down, drop. Okay, let go. And we're going to pour it off the right shoulder and catch. Catch. Good. Did you do it? I bet you did. Okay, if you have a weight, find the weight. If you don't, just let yourself start to flow with this fabric to this nice, bouncy, Bhangra traditional Indian beat. Let yourself find almost this play. Thinking about like a day at the beach or the water. And see how your fabric can move around you. Envisioning it in the sun. Good. All right. How are we doing out there? Hello, people. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. It's really interesting. I don't know if this camera's focusing super well, but I hope. Oh, technology. Let me put on some lights. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help. Okay, so now we start to move our arm back and forth, up and down. Let's try that. Well, even if it's blurry, you just get to see. Okay, so start to find the fluidity in this pelvis, right? Your sacral chakra, it's called your sacral chakra because of your sacrum or sacred. okay? So then we have this openness, and I want you to find the liquidity in your pelvis. This is the place of water. For any of my female identifiers out there, we have this watery moon cycle that we get pulled to and through. This is our place of creation. And men, you have those testicles filled with liquid, okay? So I want you to find this liquid self from your hips. And when you start to move your hips, you start to find this liquid nature within the rest of the spine. So this is what we're going for. We're going to layer this with some really nice open movements, okay? You're going to take your fabric and you're going to swoosh it side to side. If it makes it easier to hold both ends, you can do that. But I want you to take your dominant hand and focus on just swooshing the fabric side to side. These are straightforward cuts, directional movements, dropping the shoulders down the back, adding the hips in. Super simple. Ready? Switch arms. Here we go. Side. Side. Yes. Now take it into a full turn. Full turn. Can you add your hips as you turn? Reverse other side. Add those hips. Okay, now without the fabric, my hips are literally turning in a circle as I turn in a circle. And my feet are going step, 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 step. Okay? So the goal here is to let yourself move your hips in all of these ways. Okay? So just let it go. Okay, coming back to this. Can you go a little faster? Side, side. Maybe you cut it under if you have a weighted veil. Okay? And if you don't, just let it move at its own pace. Every piece of fabric that we have is different. And so listen to that. Good. We go turn. Let the hips go. Turn again. And switch. Turn. Hips, 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 hips. Now we go up to down. Diagonal up, over. Diagonal up, over. Diagonal up, over. Diagonal up, over. Switch. Diagonal up, over. Down, up, over. Down, up, over. Switch. Half time. Twice as slow. Down, up, hold. Deep breath. Down, up, hold. Body roll if you want. Down, up, over. Body roll. Don't forget about every other bit of your body, including your other hand. Switch. We go down, up, over. Body roll. We go down, up, over. Body roll. Twice more. Find that breath. Up, down, up, over. Body roll. Good. Now we come forward. This essential movement, this forward weave. Okay, we're going to stay here and we're going to practice layering some of the body underneath it. Okay? If you have a fabric or a robe, you're still going to just cross it and over. I love this weighted fabric because it lets the front end move. I do make and sell these and have a bunch up if you are interested. They're so much fun. But even if you, no matter what you have, that curtain of yours, make it swoosh in this figure 8 pattern in front of you. Okay? So try it again faster. 2, 1, 2. Listen to your fabric. If it doesn't want to go this fast, take it slow. Good. Switch hands, hand to hand, switch. Back in the dominant hand. Good. Pause. Okay, we're going to add some hips into it. So we're going to go round, 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 round. If you want a little bit more complicated, okay, you can go twice as slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're going opposite time, or you go fast, 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 fast. Okay, so we'll do normal, right? The first variation, hips at the same tempo as the hand. So we go 1, 2, and this is the count of our hip circle. 1, 2, 1, 2. Drop that shoulder down the spine. Take the other arm up and out. Roll, roll. Go faster. 1, 2. Just with the hips. Faster. 2. So 2 circles per loop. Don't think about it. Now we go half the time. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Take a break. Waft that fabric wherever it wants to go and switch hands. We're going to go to the other side. Take a mini dance break. 16 more counts. Let it go. Let that fabric move. Keep it dancing. Ready, set, here we go. Cross, open. Okay, so now the hips are going to go to the left and they're going to go with this hip. I'm sorry, the hips are going to go at the same time as the scarf, as the fabric, as the arm doing this beat, okay? Now, this layering stuff is hard, and so if it's not coming right now, do not worry about it. It's just fine. This is a very interesting and kind of a funny way to kind of retrain the brain, and so it's not always easy. But let's, shall we? Take a deep breath. Find this new tempo as it arrives. Let yourself flow, move those feet. Water teaches us to adapt. And water teaches us to find the easiest way down or forward or out. The path of least resistance. Because water flows towards gravity. And sometimes its flow over years carves channels and craters and whirlpools and gorges and canyons. Okay, little by little, it finds the easiest way forward. And this is how we find our flow. We're not trying to blast through the side of a mountain, right? We're finding the easiest way for our body to flow. And sometimes we need to realign our mental states, which is what we're doing now. So let your mental state open up and find this tempo similar to the last. Cross, open, cross, hips go, cross, open, hips, roll, roll, roll. Other arm does whatever it wants. Good, faster, hips, twice as fast. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Now we go twice as slow. Find this beat. Boom, boom. Yes, twice as fast. Here we go. So then we go hips. Take 2 beats for each circle. 2. Beat, beat. Circle 1. Circle 2. Circle 3. Circle 4. Good. Work it out. Let it go. Can you let those serpentine motions come into your spine and just let the fabric move? Or maybe let it fall and surrender to getting yourself tangled and then finding the path of least resistance to come out of it. Swirling and allowing for the fabric to have enough time to flow out. Good. Take your arms out and up. Find this fabric in front. Exhale out. Inhale. Okay, around the world, right arm goes up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so now we switch what arm is around, what arm threads through. And I want you to think about literally threading this around the body, okay? And let those hip circles start to find their way around. I like to put 1 foot forward here. Okay, I chose to wear this beautiful long skirt today, right? But I like to put 1 foot forward so that way I can move my weight forward and back, okay? And if you want to, you can roll those hips and do a body roll, finding this liquid motion, okay? Take a deep breath in. Keep it going. Okay, let those hips be free. We turn around. Follow the direction that your arm goes up and over, crossing your body. And we're stepping and stepping. Step, 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 and let those arms go up and around, up and around. Good. Take the fabric front, cascade it on your body. Inhale. Exhale, we go hips. Let it go. Just let your body sway side to side. Kind of jelly-like it's floating, like a little jellyfish. Maybe a piece of seaweed getting taller and rooted down. Okay, take the arms back up. If you have a weight, switch it to your other side. Okay, if you have a shorter fabric or a scarf and you don't need to hold the other side, just let it go. Oh, good. This is a fun playlist, right? So water is also sometimes fast rushing and staccato, but still it has this force and this ease about it. And so here we tap into this in water class 2, finding this around the world and letting yourself be carried away by the beat and still staying in this flow. Let yourself stay in this flow. Add the hips in. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Root them into the side body. Using the full torso and the abdominal wall. Good. Can you add that body roll and the hip roll? Full body wiggle. Now turn it around. Follow. I'm turning to the right as my left arm crosses over. Just let yourself find this natural turn. Don't think about it so much. You get stuck, just stop and start again. Good. Reverse other way. Whoop. There we go. Okay, so your weight will be in the opposite hand, going underhanded. Ready? Reverse. Are you breathing? Can you add those body rolls? Last one. Coming back to center. Find the fabric and drop it. Take your arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Party, 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 party. Inhale. Good. Bounce like water tumbling over rocks. Now, little tiny prances, little tiny jumps. And allow for yourself to feel kind of jelly-like, kind of floppy. You can do touch, 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 touch. Good. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Find these little jumps. Add the hips. Okay, so we kind of do this little 1920s style movement. Okay, so let me break it down. It's touch, 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 and then the hips go with the weight. So if I step on my right foot, my hips go to the right. Right, left, right. Then my hands go right, left, right, and add the shoulders. Right, left, right. Oh, shoulders go opposite. Okay, go faster. Let it go. Stand it up. Just let it go side to side. And if you're not getting it, just let yourself flop around. Take the arms up, 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 down. Good. Getting that heart rate up, up, down. Good. Take the arms out. Hips. Let yourself be like water. And reverse. Other way. Other way. Roll. Roll and pause. Shoulders. 2. Good. Inhale. Reverse. Forward. Forward. Letting that upper body open. Open. Okay, now we move our hands like water. Elbows, arms. Elbows, down. Elbows, allow for the fingers to envelop and float. Elbows, down. Good, now we go right, left, right. Oh, I'm sweaty now. This is great. Right, left, right, left. Good. We go lift, down. Okay, we're moving into the bird tribes. And let your spine start to go, okay? So I'm lifting up, open, curling in with the abdominals closed. Lift, up, open, curl under. And still, this movement comes from the bottom of the spine, and this movement is flowing like water. Okay, so come back to this visualization, this floating back and forward like we're floating in water. We're gonna come back to our veils in just a minute with this motion, okay? Up, we're breathing. It is like huge breathing. Drop the shoulders down, okay? So move your arms front and back so they are skimming the top of a pool of water, of a lake, right? And this full torso activation, open. Okay, now the same thing, but we lift up, down, up, down. Let it go. Up, drop the shoulders, allow for the spine to curve. Good, there's no wrong way to do this, okay? We're going side to side, and we'll do the same thing. Let's go side, little belly dance isolation, side, side. Okay, now we roll the spine over. Roll the spine over. So essentially, we're doing this same wave, front and back, but side to side. So we go rolling it through, pause. Rolling it through, pause. Rolling it, let the arms go. Let the fingers extend. Connect them together, right, left. So we wave the spine as if you're floating in water, side to side. Abdominal wall is so activated. Good. Front, back, front, back, side, side. Ready? Pick up your fabric. Inhale. Pick up that fabric. That piece of woven magic. Fabric is an incredible human invention. And I want for you to give a moment of gratitude for all the fabrics we have on our lives and the ability for fabric to be a metaphor for our communities, for weaving our communities into tapestries, sometimes not linear, sometimes not like quadrants, but many times more like spider's webs. Okay, ready? Take the silk up and over. Okay? So then we go forward, back, forward. And if you have a short piece of fabric, just do it with one and flick the wrist on the side. Good. Again, forward, back. There we go. Forward, back, forward, back, center. Let that tailbone go. Forward and back, rolling and undulating. And just notice how the fabric follows you as if water's pouring off. Now let the arms go up and down like a water bird. Up, down, up, down, side to side, side, side. These simple movements with fabric allow for us to showcase our own ability to slow down and just listen to what the fabric does. Now take the fabric up and over the head. Good. Hold it in front. Same thing to the front and back. Front, back. And now find more space. Can you lift your fabric up and catch air? Maybe take a couple more steps. Add some fancy feet in. Good. Finding this forward and back, almost like you're being rocked and rolled by waves. Good. Keep it going. Your choice, how far forward you want to go and how far back. Good. Now we go side. And I want you to open the arms up, kind of as if we're doing this nice twist again, but on diagonal. Okay, so there's so many layers, and explaining them all can help you to understand them, and it can also make you start to overthink things. And so that's not the goal. I want for you, if you're overthinking things, or if you're in a place of frustration, or even if you're in this calm, still flow place, to sink deeper into this calm flow. When we find ourselves get frustrated with the world, with the state of affairs, with a family member or a friend or ourselves or a silk veil, anything outside of ourselves we can't fully control. And so working with this allows us to find this state of healing. Because when our ego is not the thing, when our ego tells us that we have to try to fix someone else, we can't. I just want to say that, you just can't, okay? You can never change anyone else. You can only change yourself, and thusly, your example can help you to inspire others, and that begins a ripple effect of changing the world. So, I want for you to start moving in these twists with our spins, okay? And start to add in this front and back. And we're going to enter into our flow state, where we meditate, where we come into this movement meditation where everything exists and nothing matters except for us and this moment, this flow, and this dispelling of frustration as we work with a veil or a piece of fabric or a curtain. It is our teacher, and it helps us. It helps us to know that the surrender of control, the dispelling of frustration helps us in social situations and our relationships. Okay, so now I'll be quiet. And I want for you to simply dance with this fabric of yours. I'm going to turn my music up. Okay, this is Yaima. Time is all we have. Let yourself express. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Let yourself find this slight body roll in the inhale and exhale. Super slight, super subtle inhale. Exhale. This super small. Let it be a giant movement in your torso. Shoulders away from the spine. Take both arms up, inhaling deep. And then bring both hands down over the face as if you're pouring water forward. Gather your fabric up. So many ways to use fabric. So here we're going to drape it over both of our arms as if it is an offering or an adornment. Just drape it and feel the weight of this fabric, and then lift your hands up, dropping the shoulders down, activating through the ribs, pulling the eyes of the shoulder blades together. Inhale. We're going to take this over to the right. Twist. Take your arms up, under, and through. Take a deep breath in, and then reverse it. Under, up. Good. Inhale, lift. Take the hands in, under, through. Take 2 steps any direction. Press the hands. Inhale, lift. Take it down. Take the gaze down. And I want you to body roll up as you lift the arms, starting from the tailbone. Body roll up. Just let the fabric do what its will. And then body roll down, reverse. Take it all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Adjust the fabric back down in a way that is also part of the day. Palms back up. I'm going to take the right palm over to meet the left. Lift up, circle around, open. Lift the palm. Touch. Lift up, circle around, touch. Good. If you want a little bit of an extra, you can hold your foot forward. Forward extension or a backward extension. Okay, take a deep breath in, lift, close, forward, switch, lift, again, inhale. One last time, drop the shoulders, feel the weight of this fabric and lift up against it. Let your arms be fluid. Leg if you desire. Inhale. Keep everything fluid. This is the dance. Ready? Here we go. Right hand goes lift. Lift. Circle. Open. Other side. We go lift. Open. Hold. Lift up. Circle. Down. Now we drop the fabric down into the hands, throw it up, and catch. Good, now toss the fabric up again, and catch. Imagine this floating, this slow motion as if through water. Catch, open it back up, drape it over the right arm. Now, go back into these side-to-side motions with a focus. On swooshing the fabric around. So I want you to find some of these forward and back motions, okay? With the veil, if you have a weighted veil option, to swoosh and come back into your open veil format, or you can hold at the tip and swoosh kind of like a ribbon. no matter what fabric you have. You can drape it, you can fold it in half. I want you to focus on moving with this twisted torso. So we move from that watery pelvis of Oz, and all of these motions become integrated. And they don't have to be mirrored on either side. So let yourself flow. The key to moving fabric is to move from the bottoms of the feet, from the pelvic floor, and twist the whole body and watch and surrender to the fabric moving. You are water, responding and finding the easeful way forward. Switch arms if you haven't. Let yourself find this connection from the pelvic floor all the way up to the tip of the veil. Let this last dance we do be nourishing for the whole body, for the whole system. Letting it move, those hips move, those knees move. Letting the fabric be big, not from you swinging it from your shoulder, but from you moving it from your pelvis, from your hips. There's a connection from the tip of the veil, the very tip of your fabric, all the way to the pelvic floor. And that is the connection that makes the fabric flow easily with your body. Good. Take a deep breath in. All right, let's put on our... You got me so high. Girl, I swear it's nice. Here we go. Epic. Our last track for right now. Take a deep breath in. I want you to stay in this place of flow. And as we stretch, let your veil just cascade around. Let yourself be open with it. Deep breath in. Last stretch. Drop the shoulders, reaching out. Roll it forward. Over to the other side. Out. Rolling the head. Lift it back. Over to the other side. So we're forming a slow circle with our torso. Out. Over to the left. Find that side stretch. Curl under and up in the abdominal wall to stretch out through the back muscles. Over to the right. Lift up. Back. Pause. Inhale. Good. Ankles go roll. Roll. Pause. Step intentionally. Roll. Roll. Pause. Deep forward fold. Hold. Inhale. Press a little weight into the hands. If you need an adjustment, put both hands onto a chair. Good, lifting up. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up. Roll it up, up, up. Inhale, lift the chest up. Activate the abdominal wall. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Take the left foot back. Nice deep lunge. Okay, activate evenness and give me a forward long runner stretch. Knee is right over top. We stretch out through the front of that left leg. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knee down, lift the chest up if it feels good. And down. Take a deep breath in. Good. Either come all the way up to go over or transition through low legs. Good. And then up over to the other direction. Good. Down, hold, into this right leg. Runner's lunge. Inhale. Deep. Activate through the core. And elongate out through the top of the head. Back knee can go down, lifting up. Stretching out through the front hip. Good. Coming back. Take the booty up, scoop, stand up. Now inhale. Exhale. Roll the spine again, full torso. Pause, reverse. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And that, my beauties, is our class for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with me, to dance, to flow with whatever fabric you've got. If you're interested in these beautiful silk veils that I have here, I I'm very excited to be offering them on my web store. I'm really excited to be offering a full on level 1 and 2 and masterclass series on my Patreon. And I would love for you to learn this with me. It is such a healing way of learning how to flow, as well as such a fun way to express oneself and to get out of the head and into the body, because you have to literally lose a lot of your ego of the I can do this, I need to do this, I have expectations, because the fabric has its own way of thinking and it is super versatile. Okay, so if you're interested in these, they're on my web store. I would love for you to pick one up. And I also do special orders. Okay, second thing is that this Tuesday, I have a really special guest on my Burlesque channel. My friend Nicole Andrea Pemberton will be doing a womb healing workshop. And this is for any wombs, whether you have one or not, whether your womb is active or not, or if you are a non binary human or a transitional human or a transhuman and you have a metaphorical. It is about healing that which we carry so deeply. So that is Tuesday at 6:30. I invite you. I'm doing a special thing where if you join my Patreon at any tier, you can access this workshop from $3 up to 222. So any people who join on this week from here on until Tuesday for Nicole's workshop, all that money will be directly going right back to her to support her. So please check that out. I would love for you to be able to join. Thank you for dancing. I appreciate you taking time to get in your body, to flow with me, to trust me, and I sincerely hope that we can flow again soon in the future. So from my heart to yours, much dancing this week. Ooh, one more thing. Tomorrow, Mason Giller and I have a Burlesque Supper Club where we'll be broadcasting from my beautiful rooftop garden. We will be doing a collaboration we have called the Golden Hour. Hold on. Where I will be debuting the newest choreography for the piece that I made this headdress for. So I'll get to wear this headdress out in my garden, the beautiful silk creation, while Mason Giller plays live music. We'll be talking about making ceviche and roasting yard-long beans that I've been growing in my garden, and it'll be really fun. 6 o'clock right here on the YouTube channel or on my Patreon. The links are both there, and it's free. Tips are encouraged, of course, because this is how we make our living. However, it is free for anyone to come and hang out with us. So with that, keep dancing, water flow, womb healing, costumes, supper clubs, silk veils. Thank you for flowing, and I'll see you all soon.